Good evening, good evening, good evening. Good evening from the office, the bear pit, or whatever you want to call it. The Villa Leeds game's on, although that's a good game of football, it's not quite what we're waiting on, and I can't wait for the Arsenal game tonight because Arsenal are my English team, and with City dropping or getting beat yesterday by Newcastle, that's yeah, that's yes. Actually, yeah. Just can't say hello. That's songs on my blinking head now. Look. I'm still here. I just can't say hello. Oh, it's a few here. Good evening, everyone. I was just because my what's it called? My Twitter. I used to pay for to get the blue tick and all that. Not to get the blue tick, but because you can edit and you get longer, more posts, more words. So I bought. I actually paid for a year when I was hammered one night, but now it's back to a monthly one. But I've stepped right back. I don't get the blue tick, but you can edit. You get an hour to edit, and I'm still working this bloody light out. You get an hour to edit, and you can still do the longer than 240 words. So, but the blue tick's not there. And I hated having the blue tick because it looks. But so how we all doing, man? How we all doing? I think Rangers fans are talking, myself included, always including myself in this, are talking about when we improve in January. It's not going to be easy to improve in January, as in bringing in players. We all know there's the Rangers tax and there's the the January tax as well, because in January most teams are settled. Most teams, and if a player, if a team's wanting to sell a player in January, he's probably not playing that well, or somebody's got to play an extortionate price for us. So I think some Rangers fans need to calm down on that. Danny Rose doing exactly what he said he would do. He would come and win ugly, and we did that yesterday. We got out of jail a wee bit. That was a penalty. But that was a penalty. But at the same time, we're still so unsure what a penalty is. Old school, the ball played him, so it wasn't a penalty. But now again, this is the movement of the arm and all this. They need to revisit that, and I would just bring back the ball played him. If somebody puts a hand out on purpose to stop it, get them off or give it a penalty. But we need to stop that, man. We need to get clarification in that because it's not working. And yeah, it's just a second to I copy the people copy the link to invite link copied, paste. There's a link there for people to join if you really want to join in. It would be great if you joined in because obviously I'm dying for new people to get involved because let's get a team going here. Let's get a team going here. How do I get rid of all this? Link to join. I'm just posting a link. Yeah. I'm just sharing my stuff about my pages and all that just to yeah. Link to join in. Bing bong. Oh Gosh, there we go. They nearly picked my nose naked there in front of you. That would be great, wouldn't it? But Sundays, that's a good football now. I come on with I mean, I'm not slagging Leeds off or anything like that. But the big one is soon, isn't it? The big one is soon. Arsenal, Tottenham, and with I think there's a few things here. With City dropping point, well, losing yesterday, it's all there for the Arsenal to do tonight. And this is it's a great game for them to win 3 points as it's against Tottenham. I don't really need to explain the rivalry there, but I'll be looking forward to it. Then at 2:45 in the morning, honestly, Stacey, it's a pain in the backside. You see my videos when I edit them and all that. See iMovie on the iPad, it's so easy. So what I did, I went into what's it called, Copilot that you get which is the AI thing with Windows, which is actually quite good. But you also get what's it called actually? It's called Microsoft Clipchamp. See, trying to use that, I was hours and hours and hours just trying to do a basic, because all I wanted was quite a good intro to follow, to the follow and all that for YouTube. It was a pain in the backside, man. It's I'm not slagging Windows off, but I guess I'm a bit, because the reason I got a laptop, I didn't really need. I did need one, but for the YouTube studio, they ask you to. It's that side of it's much easier, especially when it comes to the monetization and all that. So I've got one, but yeah. I'll tell you, it's Finlay Curtis. I've been told him and the manager don't see eye to eye. That's where it comes from now, and I pretty much trust the person that's told me that. I've not put that on the page as an official post because it would just go, but that's what I've been told. Yeah. Somebody said in the page in the last half hour, he's carrying injuries. He wouldn't be playing. He wouldn't be in the bench if he was carrying injuries. But yeah. Stacey's a pain in the bookie, innit? Whereas Mac, because I nearly bought a MacBook here instead of this, but this was a third of the price, and for what I use it for in reality, it's all right. And I quite like it for this, for sitting here in my office. There's my Graham Souness thing that I brought from Thailand, Scotland. But it's a pain in the back, mate. Whereas they say about Macs, they just work, and they do. Because I was hoping you could get iMovie for Windows, but you can't. You can't, which is. But anyway, I'm sure there's other apps out there and websites that will be able to do it. Because I don't need to be fancy with my videos, just enough. But yeah, I know. I've thought about this a lot. All of you, it's the. Yeah, I know. It's kind of hard to. But I guess the equation it all comes down to Danny Rowe. And 4 league games, 4 wins, so it works. We get out of jail yesterday. We got a lot of luck yesterday, but I tell you what, we deserve it. We deserve it because for years we didn't have all that luck. I don't know. And the same, is it? I would say the thing that came into my head there was squad rotation, but they've not really been playing for them to be rotated. But maybe he just looked at Livingston, because apparently, you all know this, he really does look at the opposition. He picked a team that he thought would do best against them, and at the end of the day, we won. And it kind of comes to that sometimes. Trust the process, trust the manager. We've got the Barga game on Thursday, which is another 2:45 in the morning one for me, and I will try and stay. I will stay up for it. What am I trying to say? You might find they play in that game, because I thought, like all of you, with Mickey Moore, I thought, well, there's wee Finn Curtis's chance, but no, he didn't get it. But yeah, we won, Mags. That's it. We won, and it's yeah. As I always say, ladies and gentlemen, if some of you want to come live. Yeah, that's right, Alan. You did notice that. He did. It was when the other guys were coming on with 5 or 10 minutes to go. You could see him there. He was at the back right of the wing, and he just looked cheesed off. I mean, Thelwell. The thing, and I've said this before about Thelwell, because Curtis wasn't one of his. He had nothing to do with Curtis. You know, Curtis has been at Ibrox since he was a boy. Well, he still is a boy to me, but you know what I mean, since a real young kid. But I don't know. Is it that? Is it? I don't know. It's frustrating because, as we've said before, the young man during the poor bag Magoo when he was the manager, young Finn Curtis was the one shining light, man. He was brilliant. He was brilliant. It was brilliant, man. He was brilliant. You remember he scored that goal, and there was a story about his mum and dad being in the main stand and waving at them. It was just such a nice story. And I don't know, and it's a strange one, but like I have been told quite from somebody that knows that it doesn't get on too well with the manager. No, don't do it on your phone. It's you need, and your upload needs to be pretty good. But I'm looking at tonight, Arsenal. Then at 2:45 in the morning, you've got the Inter at the Milan derby, and I think if Inter win, they go top of the league. So you know, Italian football's. I've always liked Italian football because if you're a certain age like me, when Channel 4, when we only had 4 channels, we didn't have all this now that we've got now. Channel 4 used to show the Italian football on Sunday afternoons, and it was brilliant, man. And then you watched the American football afterwards. It was a good time, right? But yeah, the Italian league's pretty good this year. I think the top 6, there's only 5 points between them or something like that. You know, it's or 6 points, so it's pretty competitive. You know, and what time's the Jambos game? Where are we? Football. Where's the? I'm just looking at my table. Hearts. The Hearts Aberdeen game starts in about half an hour or something like that. Okay. But yeah. But the thing is, I hear what you're saying, Alan. But see, to step up from any academy at a big team, whether it's Rangers, Liverpool, whoever, you've got to be some player, man. But yeah, and it's a mental side as well. Aye, it's 10 my time, but yeah, 3 o'clock. Yeah. Well, it'd be worrying, but we're winning. We're winning. And here's another thing, Alan. See, right now, we're still at the tail end of Russell Martin's tenure and how toxic Ibrox can be. See, throwing a young kid right in right now and see if he's a bad game and Ibrox gets on top of him, is now the time for doing that. You know, I know it's a difficult one. Yeah, but at the same time, Maggie, we didn't have the access to the club that we've got now as well. Though that's the other thing. You know, we've got social media, we've got fan stuff. You know, like 4 lads and all that. They'll get into Ibrox. Chris Jack's pretty much Rangers' go-to man for leaks. You know, that's how we found out about Stevie Smith. I'm pretty sure Rangers said, "Look, yeah." Oh, I just found something. All right, that does that. That's it. Aye. Is that? All right, Stephen, how you doing, sir? All good. It's a great day for the couch on Sunday, isn't it? And I'll probably after when the Arsenal game starts, we'll go through lying on the couch. I'll probably wake up at 4:30 in the morning, covered in drivel, one of the cats, and sleep in my head or something like that. Seeing that the cats, we've got 5 cats. The cats have been weird with me recently. But anyway, that's cats being cats. They used to really, one of them, I call him Small One. He used to jump in the bed and be right in next to us, but he hates me now for some reason. Oh, thanks for the videos. Aye, thanks, and please like and subscribe to my Facebook. All of them, that'd be great. But it's a difficult one still now. It's a difficult one right now. You know, Curtis might. I don't. I would keep Curtis on our books, but sticking him out on loan might not be the worst thing. But yeah, aye. Well, I guess they kind of showed us, right. I know the loans aren't ideal and all that. Excuse me, but it showed we're getting a squad there, and that's important. You know, I've seen people say, "Oh, get rid of this guy, get rid of so and so in January." You're like, "Well, what happens if we get more injuries?" You know, I mean, was it 6 players were out yesterday? You know, it's hmm. But football's football. We're going in the right direction. You've got to see sometimes remind yourself off the pitch as well. We're now financially secure, big time. You know, I tell you what, Marky, Asgard's the one that for me really disappointed because I thought that'd be a player. He's half a yard too slow for up here. Did you know he had a couple of really good moments yesterday? Though he had an absolutely defence splitting pass, didn't he? Am I right? And he's one of these players who'll go to France, he'll go to Spain, a lower level team in Spain or Germany, and be a great player because there is a football player there. But it's just, you know yourself, there's some players just do not fit, you know. But yeah, he's just a wee bit too slow at times, and he was rank rotten yesterday. Rank rotten. Same with big Ant Man. You know, do you know what I think about Ant Man? Remember, he came in for that first game, came off the plane, put his boots on, and played. I'm wondering if it's a wee bit of homesickness there with him. You know, missing home that he just doesn't quite fit into Glasgow. That's something people maybe will not thinking of. And me being an expat for most of my career, working around the world, I've never had homesickness really, but I know people that have get it, and it's no nice. You know, I mean, homesickness is a mental health thing, and some people don't handle it too well. So I'm wondering if there's that. Butland, yeah, he came out, yeah, staff slipped, didn't he? See this thing, see when players. Noticed as well. There's a lot of players slipping, and they're wearing boots. Well, none of our players will be sponsored, but well, they might be sponsored, but they're not wearing the boots that. Like, sorry, it's just a WhatsApp. The boots that the players are wearing, you know, they're sponsored, but they're not wearing the boots that the pros, the major Premier League players play. Because apparently the boots that they wear, if we were to buy them, are like 4 or 5 thousand quid. You know what I mean? The cost of them. I know, but it's a culture thing. You know what I mean? But I don't know, maybe. Maybe, well, no, but it doesn't matter because you're away from home. Just you don't fit into certain countries, you know. Um, but I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there. You know, it's maybe it's just not. I don't know. But because the guy was something that first game he was brilliant. I've got to answer this WhatsApp. Give me a second. Yeah, it's just about the flat. But yeah, no, but homesickness doesn't mean it's different things for different people. Yeah, I'm just going to check my view on YouTube. Aye. If you can all like and follow me on YouTube, I would love it. You know, I'm at 129, 120, 1,020, 1,208 subscribers. I need to get those numbers up, like, and all that is, I would really appreciate it as yeah. I'm just answering a thingy, but well, how do I get rid of that? But yeah, it's you know, but again, ultimately we're winning. Aye. No, going to YouTube, it's all there. Like, I think a lot of them are made in the same place as well. There's Puma and Adidas Nike in Cardiff. I remember it was Peter Crouch. Peter Crouch did a thing in the boots. You know, what I mean, it's not like 8.5, 9.5, or it's molded, especially like your Ronaldo and that. And you know the thing? I remember watching John Terry talk about the boots. It were a brand new pair of boots for the warm up, a brand new pair of boots for the first half, and a brand new pair of boots for the second half. You're like, what's the point? But then you had what's his chops at the German. It was at Real Madrid for years. He wore Copas for like 2 years. You know what I mean? He would wash it, clean them himself. But do what you want, Maggie. Aye, it's up to you, Maggie. It doesn't matter. Aye. You didn't, Stacey. The first 10 minutes till we scored were great. I thought, and when we scored, I thought, okay. I had visions of the league game. This could be a battering, and then it just went. I don't know, Jim. I know nothing about it. So do you know what a lot of people forget about Red Bull? They're a Thai company. They're the second richest family in the country after the royal family. It was them that invented Red Bull. In fact, if I get a Red Bull through there, I may have a Red Bull in it's the Red Bulls. I think the Red Bull family in Thailand still own 51%, and is it Switzerland or Austria? That family they own the other 49, but it's a Thai thing. Some of the Red Bulls. I mean, there's loads of energy drinks in Thailand. Some of them are actually illegal in Europe. You know, because it's like, it's like you're drinking 75 Colombian coffees. Yeah, I know. Possibly, yeah. We are. I mean, I don't like saying it, but as a country of hammer throwers, we saw it yesterday. I just go out and kick them. You know what I mean? But there we go. Aye. I'm just I'm putting myself on LinkedIn as well. Why not? But it's just we'll see. We won yesterday, and I mean, it is a cliche, but do it. Look after, keep our own counsel, go and win football matches, and we did that yesterday. I mean, I don't watch Celtic games apart. I mean, I know they scored in the 9,000th minute or something like that, but I don't get bent out of shape about all that. They'll drop points. The thing is, we'll drop points as well. But at least the next two games are home games. The European game, and then we've got Falkirk on Saturday and Sunday. And and on Saturday I've got my local team, Rayong FC. I'm going to see them for the first time in about 9 years. Can't wait. They drew one each today down the road in Canterbury. But yeah. But aye, right. I'll just see if this guy's answered. See, there was a guy, Scott Potter, wanted to come on live, but he's not about it at the moment. Excuse me. Aye. Yeah, I'm just yeah. But we're going in the right direction. See what I know that I do appreciate that the football's not good. But it's exactly what Danny Rose said he would do. He said, first and foremost, I need to get points on the board, and that's him get 12. What for? 12. I had to use my fingers there. Aye. They're not eyes. It's like caribou and stuff like that. And there's one. It's a Japanese one called Lipo. I was led to believe it was classed as a classy drug in France for a while, but 4 of them in Europe up for 24 hours. It's like doing allegedly other stuff. But yeah, comments. What have I got here? I would, Stacey, we've talked about this. I would sign that boy in a heartbeat. I just hope Thelwell sees what we see and just signs them. Pay the Rangers tax, because Mr. Kavanagh said that we have got money to spend and we will spend it. So prove it. And even if that means paying over, we're always going to pay over the odds anyway. Pay it. Because he's no nonsense, as you say, no nonsense. As you say, he knows the game up here, and he doesn't need He doesn't need to move house and all that. And yeah, it's just we do need him. We do need him, and it's what we need at the back. And as I've said many times on here, I want Cornelius to sign full time. I like Cornelius because he's a bit of a Swiss Army knife. He's a defender primarily, but he can play anywhere more or less along the back. He can hit a free kick. He can score goals, and there's a bit of a dribbler there as well. He can play football, and he's a leader as well. He's a talker. When we watch his interviews, he speaks extremely well, So yeah, but international football, it's always been the same. God, don't come back injured. Don't come back injured. Everyone come back injured. It seems, but aye. But yeah, it's but again, it's a cliche. If we had all sat here 4 weeks ago, 5 weeks ago, whatever it was, Danny Rowe came in and said we'll win all 4 league games. We'd all said no chance. There'll be at least a loss in there, or at least one draw. There hasn't been. There's been a win. And Falkirk, for all what we're saying about Falkirk, it's at Ibrox. I mean, we should be making Ibrox a fortress again, or when I say fortress, just not winning. Here's the other thing. Right, that game was Minch yesterday. I sat at Ibrox many a time during Walter Smith, Dick Advocat, Sunacida, and watched games like that with far better players. That's there's too many. I don't like slagging Rangers fans. There's too many Rangers fans like that. Listen, mate, come on, calm down. This is, we're not Brazil 1970. Yeah, so what day is it? It might have to. I mean, yeah. As you say, he was. Whether that means he goes back to Marseille or not, I hope not. I really hope we sign him. But I know. Yeah, I mean, let's be honest. We need a defender, a centre defender, a number 8, and a striker. I tell you what, see when me obviously, I'm trying to say, come on, you see the striker one yesterday. You saw him there, and he helped set up the goal when the ball came over the top to him, or not over the top, came through to him. That was his kind of goal. I know he didn't score the goal, but you know what I mean. And what was good, he scored for his international team during the week as well, so that proves that he's not on a goal drought, So yeah, see, I'm looking at the YouTube and all these. You can do all these super chat things, can't you? I don't know how that all works, but top fans, yeah. And thank you for all the subscribe. I can't thank you so much. Oh, how'd I? I'm trying to hang on a second. I'm trying to do stuff. Oh, sugar. Right, I'm just messing about on YouTube at the moment. I'm just going to pin message. I've just pinned one on the thing. Like I say, I am still finding my feet with all this. Yeah. The thing is, Stacey, sometimes people forget football players get injured. You know what I mean? The one thing about it is nowadays, as you know yourself, pal, medical technology is a lot better. Because I remember when you used to get hamstring, when somebody got a hammy, that was 8 weeks. No bother, 8 weeks. Whereas now they can get it down to 6 and 5, you know what I mean? So, yeah. Yeah, but the thing is, it was hard, Kenny. It was hard that we were playing against a team. I'm kind of semi going to disagree with you. I don't think it was as bad as Martin, but it did happen because we couldn't break them down, so they waited for the pass. Yeah, did it? I'll take. I know what that means, but yeah, good on you, mate. Yeah. Who's that? Oh yeah. Yes. I know. I think there's still a few people need to calm down a wee bit, please. You know what I mean? The guy's in the door, and he's doing exactly what he said he would do. When football matches, we can wait, and I think it will be. But next year, before we see the more attractive football, I know. Yeah. I saw moments yesterday with him. I, I saw big moments. What's the big boy at the back? Fernandez. I saw moments. That he scored the goal. I saw stuff yesterday. I thought, you're going to be all right. You know what I mean? He had a couple of good tackles. Remember, he had a loose pass and he charged over and won the ball back. I'm not saying he's Beckenbauer, or Terry Butcher, but I certainly thought, I'm okay. Yeah, Kenny. Yeah, it's as simple as that, mate. I mean, Kenny here, I've had this page 14 years. He's been on the page since day one. We've had some good arguments over the years. But no, yeah. We won with, again, like I said, 3 points and up the road. Simple as that. Simple as that. You know what I mean, ladies and gentlemen? That's it. Is this, okay, mate. Right, hang on. Hey, somebody's messaging me. Hey, Smith, where do you get your specs? I need that. The thing about my glasses, I've got about a million pairs of glasses, as everyone sees. My best mate Brian, that's what he does for a job. He's not an optician, but what happens? The independent opticians, they send their orders to him, and he makes the glasses, so he does them for me. Like all my glasses are cheap and cheap. I've got the ones. They're not cheap and cheerful. I've got Prada ones and all that are real, but the Ray-Ban ones are real. But no, he just gives me them. I better reply to that. I'm just replying to this guy. Oh, excuse me. Wow. Right, I'm just going to tell you my temperature here. Oh, it's 25 degrees here right now, and that's 7:45. That's 9:45 at night. That's my daughter messaging me. I'm quite sure. He's going to be all right. He's going to be all right. He's going to be all right. Just a minute, I say. That's it. I don't like doing my phone when I'm talking to you. It's a bit rude, but when my daughter messaged me, and it's the one with the grandkid, I read it. Absolutely, Kenny. The thing is, when we talk like this, we're going to lose games as well. But if we can go to the Epstein Arena and win, you know, next Saturday she's coming right good. The thing is, I've got to remember. I was hoping that my daughter can remember the kid today, the wee man today, but she's going. You know what I mean? Aye. I want him to right. What was Daft Kenny saying? Hearts. I would put money in Hearts getting beat tonight. I might actually watch that game. At what time is it? I might stick that one actually. What's that? I don't. I won't say it out loud. I mean the telly. No, I'm not. I'm not going through there because if I go through to the telly, my daughter can hear me, and I don't want her. I don't want to wake her. Where is that? Yeah. Hang on. Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? Where is that game? I'm pretty sure you all know how I'm watching this, but I will not say too much out loud. Where is it? I'm here. I'm here. It's not on that fun news thing. Or is it? Drama. Like, I'm sure you'll all tell me if a goal goes in. Yeah, bollocks that. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Hearts game in 10 minutes, yes. Yeah. Louis Kenny says that's the most annoying thing this year, that lot of crap. And if we what's his chops in from the start, Danny roll in from the start, I wouldn't be surprised if we were sitting top of the league. But anyway, that's the way football goes. That's the way football goes. You know. Like I say, I hope you all like and subscribe to my YouTube. I'd really appreciate that. Yeah, yeah. But again, unfortunately, it's unfortunately we what am I trying to say? We will lose games as well. You know what I mean? Which is just it's just football for you. I'm trying to. But do you know what would be really more annoying as well? See if Hearts win a league and we finish above Celtic, that would be like, oh fuck. You know. But anyway, that's football. I mean, what? What? Can't even remember. Oh, okay, mate. Okay. You see some of the DMs I get, man. Not the one if the chaps watch right now. I don't mean you that I've just replied to, but in the DMs. But some people would be in jail if I was to screen grab and send it to the. In fact, on X on Twitter, and the real one was proper bad, and yeah. But yeah, it was proper bad. Like, and I actually found the guy's LinkedIn, and I was like, should I send a screen grab to his boss? But I'm not that kind of grass. But I've got some good podcasts coming up, not Rangers ones. Some of you will, if you're a clubber and all that, I've got Big John Mancini from Colours coming on. Me and John go back a long way, just with the banter between the two of us. But John's a good guy, and if you're a raver and all that, you'll know who John is from the street rave days, the Colours days. What we're waiting to do is wait till after next week when the pavilion's the last gig at the pavilion and the last one at the Arches is over. And then we're going to do a bit of chatting about house music and all that, because that's my other love. And I was also talking to another guy. I don't want to say too much about him in case I give him away, but he's got a massive. He's been in all the big podcasts in the UK talking about his life and all that. So I was on. It's been on my Facebook for ages. I know him, and it'll be extremely interesting. And it'll be a face to face in Thailand. His stories are massive. He's been on Lad Bible. He's been see all the big podcasts, and he's been on them. So I messaged him yesterday. We're talking for 45 minutes, but we'll see. We'll see. It'll be really. It's not Rangers related. So it won't be on. I won't upload it onto my Rangers page. It'll be on my what's that called, YouTube. But I'll certainly link it to on my page. But yeah, and that might be it might take us a couple of days to do it as well. And the chat we had was about, and he's got some stories, man. Some proper funny, bollockily laughing stories, and he's a nice big guy. I nearly said his name. He might. I'll leave it at that. Yeah, you know, and he does a lot for local kids and all that. So yeah, in Thailand, he's a British guy, but yeah, he's a good guy. If you follow Dodge Goodall and all that, you'll have seen him. But I'll leave it at that. But football. And again, I'll always say this. I thank you all so much for following. It's still very surreal for me, this whole Facebook thing. Like, I'm almost at the. I think I'm about 150 people. What am I? Because the capacity of Ibrox. Where am I? Frankie, go back to my. And please follow me on my normal page as well. Where am I? So I'm at 51,651 followers. The capacity of Ibrox is 51,817. See, when I get to that number, man, that'll just blow my mind, man. But yeah, yeah. So again, thank you all so much for joining in and all that. I find it easy to talk to you because a year ago, if I'd said I'd be doing, if somebody said to me, "Oh, you'll be doing this chatting to people on the internet and that," I'd be like, "You get yourself to France," you know. But here I am, and and I do enjoy it. I enjoy just sitting talking. Yeah. And do you know what we need to do with those games, Kenny? Win. All right, Sean. Do you want to come on live? Do you want to come on live, Sean? It's 10 o'clock almost. Sean's a Submariner, so it means he's probably not washed since 1984. And he's. I'd love Sean to come on, but I know people that are still serving in the forces need to be careful, especially that lot, the Submariners. I'd love you to come on, Sean. You know, yeah. How do I add you to as a friend? Give me a sec. Sugar. I'm just trying to do stuff here. Main page, close that. Right, comments. Where's Sean? Oh, you're on duty. All right, I got you, mate. Right, Sean, add me as a friend on my Frankie Francis one. You know what I mean? Because I always like to have ex-forces people, man. If he's on the boat, I mean, I know some mariners have got. Yeah, yeah, they've got to be careful. Aye, you know what I mean. But I'm glad. Aye, glad to, I know what it's like being on duty, man. Cool, man. That's great. That's great. Yeah, and I'll never add. And I know, Sean, I'll make it. We'll keep it as strictly Rangers, and I know that it's an upset you call it. I know I won't ask you any stupid questions. You know what I mean? Because I am. And look, Mag's on here now. Mag's is the next rain. Um, we know. Aye, aye. But there's quite a few. I mean, there's a guy now DMing me weird stuff. God's sake. Right. Yeah. And I've got to go and do my visa tomorrow, man. What a pain. It's £1,000 for a visa, man. For here to stay for a year. My retirement visa. Like, oh, no. But yeah, the Aberdeen game's about to start. And I can see, I think Hearts will get beat today. Was that me just being hopeful? I'm going to try and see if I can get that game again on my iPad. Come on, man. Oh, there it is. Yeah, volume down. Oh, yeah. Oh, don't do that to me. What I might do is, right, give me a sec. I'm going to go and switch the telly Wi-Fi off. I am here. I am here. You know that? Hello, sorry, that was our Wi-Fi dropped out, so really sorry. Is that still there? Aye. Fuck off. I'm all here. Can you hear me now? Can you all hear us? Aye. There we go. You know what? Aye. I'm not going to bother watching it on the iPad because it's just, I'm sure you'll all tell me when it comes in. Where's. All right, okay, sorry. I've had that many people add me. Like, I sound like a cocky so and so saying that, but yeah. Yeah. I just thought, mate, because a lot of people were asking me about Thailand and all that, and I thought, I don't really want to do you all know I am. Well, certainly if you've been on a while, I'll do stuff about the Open and what else is there, Wimbledon and all that, and boxing, UFC. But I don't want to be too much non-Rangers because the new people that join, yeah, the new people that join. Like, I thought this was a Rangers page, even when I did stuff about the Scotland match the other night. So because I'm leaving this, I'm away. I thought this was about Rangers. I do what I do with the page. It's up to me. Excuse me. It's my page and I do what I want, if you know what I mean. And I know that sounds kind of cocky or whatever like that, but there's nobody else. Like a lot of the other channels have got a lot of people involved on it, and they're all brilliant. And so, no, not really. The thing is, Sean, I've worked in Iraq, so I kind of get an Esther. I would need to go to the embassy in Bangkok to do an interview. I mean, you get it right away because of the company I work for in Iraq. It was neighbours drilling, and but I'm not that bothered. I don't know. I don't know. It depends what my income is and all that, because it is going up. The income is going up. I need you all to like and subscribe to my face, not my face, my YouTube. That would be fantastic. You know. Right. See, I've just started a goal. I don't know what that is. I've just done on the on my YouTube, not my YouTube. I'm a YouTube. I don't know what that is, but see what happens. What's the goal? I don't know what that is. Like I say, I'm still finding my feet with it all. I mean, I would like to go to the World Cup, but the thing is, Sean, see here, we are between 12 and 15 hours ahead of the States. So that means the games here in Thailand are going to be like between 5 in the morning and 9 in the morning. So can you imagine the nick of people's going to be in? And look, because I'll probably watch up a party or Bangkok. Can you imagine the nick people are going to be in? Brilliant. But yeah. Here's a cat coming. What you want, cat? Small one. Come here. Come on. Come here. Come and say hello. Come here. She used to be my best pal. No, she's all right with me. This is my flat. Yeah, on you go. She was going to tag me. It's weird. Does anyone know? Because she needs fixed. And she used to be my best pal. She would come into bed and she'd be she'd get right under the covers and hug right into between me and the wife. And then all of a sudden she hisses and tags me and bites me. And I mean, have I even asked Chat GPT why it does it? So I don't know. Cats are weird. I was seeing it at the time, so it was only what was it 2 hours. In fact, I think Korea's up they're only an hour ahead, but I know. Well, we've got five of them. There's another one. He's cool, man. But one of them we had six and one disappeared. The day we moved here, we tried to keep them all in, and there was in the kitchen next door. There was a slap missing, and it disappeared. It never come back. So a snake will have got it or something like that. I know, but it's just it's weird. Come on, here she's back. Come on. Coming. Oh, I forgot. I keep forgetting there's a hamster here. Come on. Come on. Come here. Yeah. Come on, small one. She's got a Thai name and it's Tiger, but Apple, the wife calls her Nunchai or something like that. But yeah. Aye. Yeah, it's more like that. They can't. The missus likes us. The thing is, they do sleep. I know. To be honest, last night that one there, the small one as I call him, but I woke up for the loo at 5 in the morning and she was asleep around my head. So yeah. I mean, I love cats. I love all animals, and there's a hamster there as well on the floor there. I think it's asleep. Yeah. Yeah. I remember. I think you'll all remember this. Remember one night, I think it was my last ever live from my house in Troon, and I was telling you how I had to throw out a lot of family heirlooms that were difficult. And remember, I said I was going to throw the dolphin out. That was my grand's dolphin. It's probably worth about 50p, and it actually made it all the way here without getting cracked. Pool. It was made in Pool, but that was my grand's, and out of all the relatives I've had, my gran was the closest. She passed away when I was 7 or 8, but I'm so glad. And it was you lot that made me. I was going to bin it, which was awful, but it made it here. So yeah, the dolphin made it. Honestly, mate, I had the dolphin. I know why you like the dolphin. Honestly, mate, Gogic and Stuart from Kilmarnock. I don't want. Right, here's a weird thing. I don't want anyone to leave in January because I want the strongest pool as possible. I know the players we've got are not particularly good, but if we want to win the league, look, we've got 6 injuries. People are forgetting this about yesterday's game. We've got 6 injuries. 6 injuries. So we need a pool. Don't let anyone go until the summer. You know what I mean? And get Gogic from St Mirren and the young boy Stuart from Kilmarnock. I know Stuart from Kilmarnock's his contract's up at the end of the year, and we can sign him a pre-contract January the 1st. Just buy him, get him in there, get him learning Danny Roll's way of football, get him used to Ibrox. Yeah. Yeah, I know, she was a wee cool cat. Actually, see because remember when I come back, when I moved back to town a few weeks ago, she was good with me after a couple of days being here. But then when I went in that 3-day bender and come back, she's got the attitude problem. There's the other one, the big one. Come on. Run away. Here's one of the aliens. This one's cool. The ones that have got the attitude with me are tabbies. But this one's cool, and I've got no idea his name or her name. Are you all right? Say hello. But yeah, right, I'll let you go. Yeah, it's quite funny. The wife's thinking away on TikTok. I lie on the couch. We've got another couch. She just does a thing, but she's got a throw that she goes under, and it's the same kind of cause as that cat. I've really sat in that cat about 6 times. Here's the other one coming, the big white one. Come on. Come on. All right. Aye. Yeah. She's a cool wee cat. Aye. But the thing is, see this. This is probably from the. Oh, I don't know. Oh, my gran died in the early 80s, so this is from the 60s or something like that. Even 50s, even longer. But I'm glad because I can all remember it being at my gran's because my gran was from the Girdle Toe down in Irvine. I'm so glad you guys made me do it because I was a bit of horse it out. There was quite a lot of other things that had to go, and got on with it. Like the flat's completely empty now, so. Aye. There is that. There is that. There is that. Yeah, there is that. But they've not really had a chance under Danny Rowe. You don't know what's going to happen there. But yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, that's a very fair point, mate. Alan, that's a very fair point, Alan. Yeah. See this top chat thing on what's that thing called YouTube? Have a go. Oh, I'm going to switch that off. I'm going to close some of the windows. Don't need that. Google, yep. Chat. Ugh. Live score. Leeds 1, Villa 1. Yeah. I'm sure you lot will tell me quite quickly if when am I? If Aberdeen score or Hearts score. Right, here's the thing, Kenny. He's not. He's on an official warning. I'm sure he's been given a second chance by what's his chops, Mr. Kavanagh. So we'll see. I know, and I'm worried as well. But what can we do, mate? We've just got to take this one in the chin and trust the process. You know what I mean? Trust the process. The thing that still annoys me about that bloody interview, but with that weather, I'll try and switch it on. I can't really bother switching it on actually, but yeah, and right, see that interview, I hated it because he took absolutely zero accountability. But what he did say is Danny gets the final say. So that's with the positive. And with Stevie Smith coming in, Danny said, and it was said that it's been said by Chris Chat that it was Danny Rowe's decision to bring him in. So yeah, aye, I know. Well, put one of the games on your laptop and one in the telly. You know, view on LinkedIn. Let me see this on LinkedIn. I would never in a million years have put this on LinkedIn. What how many comments have I got on LinkedIn? What's ridiculous saying? Aye. Yeah. Aye. State. It has been made say final say, yeah. So you're saying, Kenny, that Thelwell's in the dressing room giving out tactics and telling how to play? Is that what you're saying? No, I would take Taff for another year. Not as a first team player, but as a squad player. Number one, he's never injured, and he's good for the handover situation. Just he's been there 10 years. He helps new players bed into Glasgow itself. It was good for the manager. I'm pretty sure he'll get offered it, and he might hand the captain's armband over to someone. Tav would be a good squad player next year. Oh, I've never actually tried that with a fire stick. Not that I own two fire sticks, Stacey, because that would be illegal. But yeah, I keep forgetting. Thing is, I've got a telly in the bedroom, our bedroom, and the wife would have no problem with me watching the football in the bedroom. I don't like a telly in my bedroom. I never have for some reason. You know, but saying that well, saying that, I'll be going to bed about 5 in the morning after the Milan derby. I'll fall asleep right away. But if this was like tomorrow Monday, I'm not watching the Man U game. My sort of situation is I go to my bed at 9 o'clock, shower, and I sit and stick a headphone in and just watch crap on YouTube because what happened? Remember, some of you don't know, for ages I was staying on here like 18 hours a day when I was in Scotland, and a couple of my best mates. And some of you said, "Listen, you need to, I'm coming on at 8 in the morning. I'm still on at 2 in the morning, not doing live stuff, but just on the thing." And Brian, my best mate, says, "Listen, you stop. You need to decompress." Yeah, well, we'll see. Okay. Yeah. But the thing is, would Danny Rowe put up with that? But I mean, who else do we play instead of Chermiti? That's the thing. Here's a small one. Come on. Cats are cool, man. But yeah, the thing is, see with my page, see if I forget for 1 second not to put my to put the what's it called the setting to followers only. Celtic fans are all over it because yesterday it's when I was down the beach and when I was talking about how Rangers could possibly win the league. I posted it. By the time I got home, there was about 8 comments. I forgot to change it. What month is this? It's yeah, yeah, true enough. And it's the thing is with Chermiti, I hope and hope and hope one day he's just going to come good. I can't stop. I can't stand that Michael Stewart. Michael Stewart's just testament to how poor our press pack is. It's as simple as that. I mean, back in the day, like there's a small one up there. What are you doing? Because the cat, before I made this into an office, the cats used to stay in here at night sometimes, but now with all the electrics and all that, we don't want them munching through stuff. But what are you doing? You want to go to sleep? Why? I mean, she's about 2 years old. Actually, good story, but small one. Can you see her? There. My wife actually found her at her old house. But it was on the road, on the main drag. The wife was putting the trash out, the rubbish out, and she was a kitten. I mean, a proper kitten. She'd obviously been dumped by somebody, or her mother had died, or something like that. So Apple, the wife, took her in. So and she's flourished. Like she's a little turd for me at the moment, but yeah. What are you doing? Eh? What are you doing? Yeah, I know you don't look cats in the eyes, don't you? Know. So Stuart, you think that Danny Rose kicked out of the dressing room and told to go for a cup of tea, and Stuart picks the team? Thelwell picks the team. That's wow, wow, wow. Come here. Watch this. Watch this. Come on. Don't hit me. Hey, why are you boxing me? Come on. Yeah. All right, all right, all right. Okay, I'll leave you to it. Little turd. No, I don't believe that. I think I'm pretty sure that Danny Rose a manager and not Thelwell. Because Thelwell, Danny Rose wouldn't have taken the job if he wasn't in the dressing room to pick the team. And Danny Rowe wouldn't have taken the job if he wasn't allowed to pick the team. I think you're badly wrong there, Stuarty, man. There's no way that Thelware's not picking that football team. What are you doing? Huh? Give me a. Come on, get out, you little jobby. And you know, right, here's a weird thing about cats. Yeah, right. I don't know if you're there, Stacey. See the weird thing about the cats, right? She was getting angry with me there then. She jumped down on the floor and then you know when cats rub themselves against you? She's a cool cat. She is good though. I like the wee fart. You know, like I say, she'll sleep. I'll guarantee you when I go to my bed, she'll be sleeping around my head tonight. But I remember Googling it and it said if cats sleep with you at your feet or your head, that's a good sign. But I don't know why she. Yeah, no, I mean, Thelware's picking the team. Like, who the fuck are you? You pick my football team. You're not a football manager. I've got to admit, I mean, I know he stayed out at the sleepover, didn't he? Excuse me. Excuse me. Hang on. Switch off. Do not disturb. Fucking hell, man. Check the notifications, man. See some of the weird stuff I get sent, man. Right, let me think. Fuck. It's my daughter that's messaged me, and like I say, I will not ignore her. Who's that? Aye, yeah. I'm not a fan. There's no way Thelwell or Danny Rowe's bringing back an ex-player. I don't mean that I don't mean that as nasty as that sounds, but that's not happening. And I'd be a bit cheesed off if they did as well. Here's a link to all my socials. Linktree Frankie Talks. Yeah, well, I'm not going in any benders or anything like that again for a while. Like it's just focus on the page, try and increase my audience, especially on YouTube. You know, and like I say, I know I was saying retired. I'm semi-retired. Like, I've been offered a job for January, local, and I might just take it. You know, I mean, just let's 2 or 3 weeks shutdown. Yeah, nah, I mean, he's not coming back, man. And here's something. I don't mean this to be sarcastic or anything like that. What a lot of you, I was going to say you, what a lot of punters forget in Scotland is the visa situation. If we're only allowed X amount of visas, you know, so bringing Morales back takes a visa away for a potentially better player, younger player. You know, there's that as well. So don't never forget that one. You know what I mean? I know. I know that that you might not know about that, but that's a thing. You know. Yeah, that's a thing. I see. I'm just looking at my. But he's not coming back, mate. He doesn't fit the mold now. He doesn't fit the mold. I get it. I get it. But no. And do you think Thelwell was going to say, "Oh, let's bring back Morales, Morlos"? I always get his name wrong. That isn't happening, matey. You know what I mean? It's lazy. It's lazy. You know that's like saying there's no other player in the whole wide world can't score goals. You know, I don't get me wrong. I get it that we're fucking aye, but people don't realise it. I mean, I've got, like you say, I've got 2 passports, UK passports, and they're rammed full of visas. I know how visas. There's one thing I know about is visas. Let's say I'm doing one tomorrow. He's been in jail. He's been in jail since he's been away as well, isn't he? He's not coming back. You know, I mean, he's not coming back. You know, uh, I mean, he's playing for Santos, and I mean, Santos. What people forget, Santos are one of the biggest football teams in the world. You know, we're quite snobby. We forget about South America because everyone goes on the Rangers Celtic game is the biggest game in the world. Is it? It's not even. I'm not saying it's not even close. The biggest club match in the world is Boca Juniors River Plate. You know, I mean, I loved Alfie. He was brilliant, but it's just no. You know, there's baggage with him that we don't need. You know, and his wife probably wouldn't allow him to come back because what people realise, people he could speak English perfect, and as somebody told me that what's at Ibrox, ask any of the girls at Ibrox if more or less can speak English, and they can. So we'll leave it at that. But yeah. But this is when's the Arsenal game's another half hour, another hour. I'm assuming the Aberdeen game still will be live score. Hang on, just going to live score. Live. So sooner. What are you wanting, Cat? Oh shit. Yeah. Mm-hmm. His Heart's still 1-0. Heart's Aberdeen that each. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not. I don't like bringing ex players back. I know it works sometimes, but nah, it's not for me, mate. Really, there we go, man. Nah, nowhere near them. Nah, nah. I'm in Rayong City. I'm an hour from Pattaya, down south from Pattaya. If I was to get up there, I'd been walking street in an hour. Well, maybe not. I'd still in an hour. The tongue's good in Phuket. Not each would suit us as well, but yeah. Oh God, I'm getting a yawn on there. Should I go and get a coffee or a Red Bull or something? Actually, give me a second. Ugh. You want to see your mum? Okay, yeah, right, we'll go see mommy. What do you want? Watch off time. Time to the. I'm down 5 kilos since I come back as well now because I just stopped eating. But there we go. It's Caribou. You know that you've got any. They do coffee and beer and all sorts here. They're a big family and all. It's a rock star that owns them actually. Aye. How you doing there, Craig? You alright, lad? Oh, right, no, it was mentioned on here the night stays. He was a great player at one point, you know, and he was another player that had a great attitude. He'd never went down, and what people forgot at the time, anytime he got the ball, there was three players around him. But right, one of the best. Remember when we got to the Europa League final whistle get, and remember it goes on to him, and his hands on his knees, and he's just like that. It's a brilliant picture. It's only on him for about half a second, and he's in an absolute dream world, you know. I remember that night he signed for his brother Casper, and everyone found his social medias, man, and it was weird, you know, because I think he's quite a good photographer. But he was into there we go, Mags. Must be a cat. But yeah, right, let's just check Facebook. I'm just checking Facebook to see if I'm getting any abuse. I wish you could make the party. Oh man, that's a shame. Unread. Yeah, make sure you follow the lads, the Rangers Journal. They had me on the other night, which was great. I was nervous about getting on them as well. The Rangers Journal guys are good. Make sure you give them a follow. They might even be live now, you know. But if any, I'm still. Yeah, see, the thing is, I'm not as clued up about the Scottish game as I should be. You know, I mean, I listen to you lot. You know, the amount of information I learn from people on the page is unreal. And the thing is, I probably miss on a busy day. I probably miss 60 to 65% of the post, because in the admin area of the Facebook, there's a thing that tells you reply to these comments, and there's comments. Some of the comments people have written like 3, 4, 5, 6 paragraphs, and it's real, absolutely amazing stuff. And I feel dead guilty about not even noticing it, but it's just, yeah, I can't answer it all. And I have a few people saying, "I'll help you. Can I be admin?" I've got an admin, Stealth Gary, but he's just there in case I get blocked for a month, because I used to get blocked all the time on my Frankie page, my Frankie Francis page, just for arguing with people who would report me. So I'd get a 30-day ban, but it was just in case. Gary's there just so he would post for me, but I don't need any backup. You know what I mean? And it's a big if, my YouTube took off, and it won't, because none of the other, it won't. But how many have I got? I'm just looking now at the studio, Facebook studio. How many? My channel. So you've got 125,000, but yeah. But it'd be good if you could all. Right. Where's the studio? YouTube studio. It tells me how many I've got. Pin that. Unpin that. Close. I've got 100. I've got 1,293 subscribers. 3 of you are subscribers, which is amazing. Maggie, you're one of them, and it's again David Morales, yeah. Okay, cool. And did you all see my video tonight of me? Where am I? Where's your videos? Right, hang on, I've done that wrong. How did I do this? I did it because like I say, people ask me about Thailand and the way of life and all that. So I did a wee one tonight on the local restaurant we go to. It was nice. So here's the link, if you can be bothered. There you go. 16 quid that meal cost us. Thanks, Rob. Yeah, simple. And yesterday's result and performance is exactly like Danny Rose said. We would win games. Don't get me wrong, he would have wanted us to play better, where we get 3 points. A wee bit of luck. A wee bit of luck. There's absolutely no doubt about it, but yeah. Ibrox, right. I've got to be careful with this one. Ibrox, the guy who owns Ibrox Noise is a nutter. You can't say that. He's unwell and mentally unwell. He steals stuff and passes it as his own. Out of all the Rangers online stuff, he's the only one. No, because he when Dave King left Rangers, it was me that got the news. Villa scored. It was me that got the news, and I was told I was given permission to say that Dave King's resigning, and it was about a week before the AGM that resigned, and there was absolutely physically no way anyone else got that news. Even Chris Jack said this isn't happening, but I knew it was happening for one reason or another. Ibrox Noise passed it as their own that they got it. They didn't. It was me and me only, and yeah, so. Yeah, no, he just steals stuff off other people. Yeah, Danny's his name, but I don't want to criticise people, so I'll move on from that. But yeah, but we won, mate. And look, I said earlier in the comments, John, I've been at Ibrox on the Dick Advocat, Soonest, Watersmith, and watched games as bad as that, and we ground out the result. If, and it's a big if, we win the league, that's the kind of result that wins us a league, if you know what I mean. As Danny says, right now it's just getting points on the board. That's the main thing. That's the main thing. Ants kicking about. But aye. Oh shit. Oh, what's this? Aberdeen have drawn one up, eh? Aberdeen one up. Yeah, I just get the pop up. You know what I mean? The thing is, I don't know, it's easy in hindsight to see people. Derry McInnes's teams always fall away. You know, there's Leeds scored and all. Derry McInnes's teams always fall away. But yeah. I can't wait for the Arsenal game though. Let's say Arsenal are my Scottish team, English team. Sorry. So let's hope they do it. As you all saw me picking my nose there. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it'd be good if you, like I say, please, Maggie, John, and thingy. Yeah, that's great. Members, brilliant. Subscribers, loads of subscribers. Oh, Glasgow Prime TV. But yeah, I really appreciate all of you that join my socials, especially ones that subscribe and pay, which to me is mind blowing. But thank you. Yeah, I think so because Aberdeen are mince, isn't they, as well? You know. See, if Aberdeen, if Hearts do win this, if Hearts win this game now, it's like okay, that this is the moment when Hearts prove that they are genuine contenders. It's going 1-0 down. From what I see, the weather's honking in Aberdeen like it always is. You know, so let's see what happens there. If they don't win, you know, so I'm just going to look at the league here. Where is it? Right, standings. Right, where are we? Right, so Hearts in 30 points, Celtic are in 26 with a game in hand, whereas the Rangers we're in 21 with a game in hand for. Listen, this league's no over. Just looking at the league there, this league is far. Was it a good goal? Was it Mag's eye? Let's try and watch it. I can't be bothered. I'm here to talk to you lot. I'll see it. I'm sure I'll see it soon enough. But, I no, but see, you know what I'm saying, people. If Hearts win tonight, then okay, right? You've got to take them seriously. If they lose it, doubt's going to start to come in. Goal disallowed for Leeds, right? Okay. You know what I mean? Am I making sense here, ladies and gentlemen? I'm going to charge this phone for the morning. Oh no, it doesn't need it. 75%, but yeah. But aye, Stacey. So Stacey, you still there, Stacey? What? Aye, fucking Windows machines, man. If I was still working offshore, I would have bought a MacBook, but a MacBook here. But I need to be careful with money now. Bite my nails. Aye, but yeah, it's if the Jambos. Right, hang on, I'm going to make a post about this. I'm here. I'm just trying to be dead funny on Facebook. There we go. Just let me. I've just put a post up. Who can comment on this? Established followers only, so that's no. But yeah, no. If here we go. What's Alan saying? Aye, there we go. Aye. Was Shankland not playing right? I mean, I've not looked at him. Shankland, man, what a mistake it was not getting him. The two biggest mistakes in the last 20 years that Rangers have made is not getting Shankland and not getting McGregor that ended up at Celtic. You know what I mean? Because he's a Rangers man. He's a Rangers diehard. Or he grew up one. His dad's got a season ticket in the main stand still at Ibrox. I shot him. Somebody scored yesterday again for them. But yeah, Shankland, because you know yourself, Shankland didn't re-sign for Hearts during the summer, and I just saw that as him going, right, come and get me, and we didn't, you know. Yeah, that's anyway. Pure Weasley's not good enough for Rangers. Away you go, ball your head. Of course he was. Aye. Tottenham Arsenal, so I'm buzzing for that game. Like I'll disappear soon anyway. The numbers are going down anyway, so that's not a bad thing. It's always better when there's somebody else on in it. But I just quite enjoy coming on talking. I don't know, McGregor's kind of proven himself in Scotland, isn't he, man? But anyway, Lewis Ferguson as well, definitely. But yeah. But that was, I think the boy wanted to go to Italy though. There was that as well. There's that as well. But we'll never know. I'm not going just yet. What time is it? I'll go at 11 o'clock or the top of there, whatever it is for you. I'll go at whatever it is. 4 o'clock. I'll go. I'll disappear at 4 o'clock your time. There's a clock in my phone. My fucking ass. There's a clock in my laptop. Aye. And I'm watching the end of the Hearts game. But I am starting to wilt here, Tad, even after downing that flipping Red Bull. It's not Red Bull, it's Caribou, but I'm tired, but aye. Oh, dearie me. But the light's getting out. Let's see if fucking Celtic had at least drawn yesterday, and Hearts lose the day, man. That just opened up a whole new hope for us. But they didn't. They didn't. Right, I know that's the thing. It gets missed. Sometimes stuff gets lost in translation, doesn't it? Listen, can you hear this? I don't think you heard it. That's a wee fart. But anyway, you know, what did you listen to in Frankie's podcast last night? Well, listen to him farting, but it's all good fun, man, innit? What's my iPad at? 59. That's all right. Put it down to that. Do not take these calls. Is there not? I think there's an iPhone update in there. Thank you for the. What am I doing? General software update. I am up to date. I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. Hogan, Mr. Greg. I'm going to assume your name's Greg. Or Hoagie. I all good, man. Just sitting blethering to people on here, not talking a lot of knickers really, but we've been talking about cats, we're talking about Red Bull, we've been talking about that's honking. Aye. Oh, no, it's not a story for on here right now. I had a wee accident out and about yesterday, the other day there. I was devastated, and there's a hotel I could never get on. Wee Tam's all right, because when I got up this morning, Tam was up for the Formula One, so it was like 2 in the morning UK time. So I saw Tam was on. Me and Tam had a wee blether this morning. I mean, I think the maximum people was on it was 10, but I've got all the time in the world for wee Tam, because of what I feel with Tam is, you've got me 50, what am I, 51, and you've got wee Tam at 19, so there's a good dynamic there, Max, I'm literally just going to log off now. He is a good wee guy. It's not that I'm knocking you back, Mags. It's just I'm done. I've enough hit a ball. Do you know him personally, Greg? Oh, they're just people that are negative, man. The booers. I mean, when I was the Govan front or the Sandy Jardine front for years, I was my seat was in line with the 18-yard box at the Brooklyn Road end, and about halfway up, and I was on the aisle, which was great. But there was a guy over my back, 3 rows back. He was always drunk, which was fine. But William, I remember we were 3-0 up against Celtic with minutes to go, and he was still screaming and shouted at the players. Aye, okay, aye. Aye. That was a good night, that, wasn't it? That was mental. I had a lot of people on that night. I think it was 2,700 people. I've never come close to that since, but yeah. Nah, the link's the same. Hang on a minute, wait a minute, right? Hang on, Mags, right? Hang on. How does it? Right, where's Maggie? Right, hang on. Is that you? Right, Maggie, I've just sent you the link to it in your messenger. It was mental. The thing is, yeah, no, what happened? Aye, right, good, good, Stacey. I would love you to come on, because you're always good value. It was, because the thing is, Greg, I remember I'd done 2 or 3 podcasts, but my stream was crap for some reason, so I never did them again. So there was about 10 minutes to go in the Falkirk game, and I thought, I'll just go live. And the stream was great, and I think it was 4 hours I was on that night. And the good thing is with wee Tam, if we're talking about stuff, see when there's silence, it's not awkward. Sometimes there's been a couple of other people I've been on with, and when there's silence, it's kind of like, it's like real life. You can sit in a bar with a mate, and you might not talk to each other for 20 minutes, but it's great. But there's other people, and there's silence, and it's like, fucking hell, man, I've got to do something. I know, I'll go and stuff a gerbil up my backside just to keep the chat going. You know what I mean? But yeah. It was mental, wasn't it, Greg? It was a mental night. I've still got that. Save. Oh no, Max, know what happens? Every time we do StreamYard, it's a different URL. Because see, when I'm finished, there's a thing up in the corner, and end stream. That's it, disappears forever. No, I need to do it again for you. We'll do it another time, Max. We'll do it another time. We'll do that another time. Right, let's say, because I'm a bit done, man. I want to just go through there and get on the couch and get comfortable for the next few hours. Like, I'll fall asleep watching the games, I know I will. Because what the habit I've got right now in the morning, I get up and the one thing I've been 7 hours ahead, which is quite good. I can get up in the morning because I'll wake up on a normal night. I wake up about 6:30 in the morning, coffee, go outside, sit under my tree and look at social media, check my page, just see what's happening in the world, football, Rangers wise, football wise, and I'm not really a news. I used to be dead into the news, but I hardly read it anymore because it's doom and gloom. And then on the morning, I just do that. Then about lunchtime, have something to eat with the wife or that. In the morning, that's it. And then in the morning, I'll go out on the motorbike somewhere and just find for my morning chat that's normal. I set it on a timer to come on about 9 o'clock UK time in the morning. And then about lunchtime, we'll stick a movie on and end up falling asleep for 2-3 hours, But yeah. Yeah, right, here's one. What do you think this score's going to be, the Arsenal game? That's a toughie, isn't it, man? And it's at Arsenal. So, and with City dropping points, they've got to win. They've got to win, But I'm nervous for it. Like I say, I support Arsenal. I don't lose any sleep over them. But this is a biggie. Yeah. Then that'd be good because I certainly want lassies on. I certainly want girls on. 3-1 Arsenal. There we go. Nearly that could well be. Yeah. Because they'll be right up for it. Right, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go, right, because I can feel myself yawning. I want to settle down for the game. All right. As usual, thank you so much for joining in. It's all, and I mean it when I say this. It's always very humbling that people want to spend the time listening to me talk knickers. All right. So obviously, I'm still going to be online. Be lying on my bed, not my bed, the couch next door, just till the Arsenal game comes on. But I'll see you all in a bit. I'll be on live tomorrow at some point, I'm sure. All right. Good night.